Hello, fellow Jurassic Park and Jurassic World fans. This is Solid Dave Snake, back with my daughter.
Hello!
For another Jurassic World action figure review. However, this one is going to be special. We are going to do a Throwback Thursday action figure comparison of the new
Blue Velociraptor
compared to the old 1993 Kenner Velociraptor. And I just want to make a quick note that back in the old Kenner line for these Jurassic Park action figures, they did have two Velociraptors. This one with action features and one that was electronic, kind of like this new Blue. However, I never did get the electronic one, so I wish I could have had it to compare with this Velociraptor Blue, but unfortunately, this one with the action features will have to suffice. But it is good enough to compare the overall look of how the Velociraptors have changed in the movies. And like I said, both of these action figures do have action features, and Blue having two electronic growling noises.
If you pull back Blue's tail, he makes a clawing noise and then a roar. And if you press his dino damage, he makes a roar.
So pretty nice sound effects, and does sound a lot like the Velociraptors from the movie. And the old one has a jaw snapping action feature.
If you push in the one that the leg that has JP on it, his mouth opens. But it's hard.
Yeah, it's a little worn down over the years, but it works enough to show you what it did.
It's hard.
Yeah, you'd have to really squeeze hard and his jaw come out and open up. But let's actually get both of these raptors up close enough to the screen and do a little comparison on the difference of their heads. Because
wait a second, I need to push in the claws.
Okay. Because that old one, with the way the action feature is, it kind of almost makes a crest on his head, which makes it look a little unrealistic. And the new one, however, does not have any kind of feature like that on the face, so the sculpt does look a lot more detailed and more like the raptor in the movie. However, that old electronic Velociraptor from Jurassic Park did look a lot more like the actual raptors in the movie.
Yeah.
But the next big difference between these two dinosaurs is the color. And what are the two colors on these action figures? What's the big difference here?
This one has is black and brown, and this one is like.
He's supposed to be dark blue, but it almost looks black on the figure, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, for resembling the dinosaurs in the movie, the color scheme on this old one, I would actually say, is a little more true to how the film was.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they just didn't add the right blue stripes on this blue Velociraptor. However, he does look a lot like the actual raptor in the movie, with the way the face is and the sculpt is. Just the color is a little off.
Yeah, his stripe looks black instead of blue.
Mm-hmm. And the only thing I did not like about the blue Velociraptor sculpt, well, besides the dino damage, is he has a really big belly. Holding the old one beside this one, you can see the difference in that midsection. Blue almost looks fat or pregnant. And I'm sure a lot of it has to do with the sound effects inside.
Yeah,
with the parts for it. But it does look a little odd. A little bit odd.
Oh, yeah.
And one thing to point out, because you can see the differences this time, if you flip the old one around, you can see where the JP logo was, and then where the Jurassic World logo is on the new ones. So it's kind of a way of Hasbro following suit and paying homage to these old action figures, which is neat.
Yeah.
And now let's take a overall look at each one individually, give you a more up-close look. Because the sculpt on this old Velociraptor, on his body, the way his skin is, was really well done. Even in the tail, looks really good with the sculpt. The hands turned out okay. And even the feet This one stands really good where what is Blue?
Doesn't.
Yeah.
He just falls down.
He's very hard to stand. And articulation wise, besides the action feature where the jaw and neck are, we have 2 cuts at both of the forearm, or both of the shoulders for his arms, and then at the upper part of his legs. And he will also rotate at the tail.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't even know that. So he has a couple articulation points.
His tail could do that.
And now let's get Blue up close and take an overall better look at his details, and then take a look at his articulation. And the sculpting has gotten better. The old one was good, but there's even more detail in this one, especially in the face. I think they really captured the likeness to Blue from the movie in the face really well on this figure. And articulation wise, he has movement at the same point of the arms as the old one. However, it is connected to that action feature.
Yeah.
And he has the same point at the legs as well, on the upper legs. And instead of tail rotation, he has that action feature, so you can move it up and down. But anyways, that is the comparison of the old Kenner Velociraptor from Jurassic Park compared to the new Blue Velociraptor from Jurassic World. And I hope you guys enjoyed this action figure comparison, and stay tuned because there are a lot more Jurassic World action figure reviews coming in the near future. Right?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.